How has it been like adjusting to major change? Are you and still together? Are you excited / comfortable to explore your sexuality now that you're single? Hello everyone, I am here today to spill some tea. A lot has changed in my life in the past month or so, and I've avoided talking about stuff because I just wasn't ready. I'm human, you know? So today I just decided to give you guys like a life update, answer any questions that you guys have. You guys had a lot of questions, a lot of the same questions, but I just want to talk about my new life journey and what has been going on and just clear some things up so that you guys are aware of what's going on in my life, you know? So I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me literally anything that you wanted, and I'm gonna go into those questions now and answer some of them. You guys were a little wild with the questions, I'm not gonna lie. It's okay because we're cool. We're friends, we're besties, so I'm just gonna answer. Okay, I like this question. How are you really feeling? I am feeling really good and refreshed lately. As I said, this month has been crazy for me and I've just been adjusting to a lot of stuff, which I am gonna talk about in this video. But I feel happy, I feel refreshed, I feel extremely free, and mentally, this is the best I've felt in a really long time. And everybody who knows me personally has told me like, wow, Emily, you look so happy and you look so free and full and you're just doing your thing. So I have just been focusing on me and figuring out who I am and what I want in life, like what I personally want. So I've been feeling really good and my mental health has been great. That actually brings us to today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by BetterHelp. I have been using their service for so long and it has helped me immensely. So if you don't know what BetterHelp is, it is basically an online therapy service. It is not a crisis line or self-help. There are professionally trained counselors on there and it is safe and secure. How it works is you basically answer a bunch of questions to connect you with a therapist that works for you. I found this extremely helpful because I got to put, you know, what beliefs I had or what my sexuality was or the problems that I deal with, and it connects you with somebody who is perfect for you, like a perfect match. I have personally had a counselor on there that I got matched with that changed so much for me. You can log into your account at any time to message your counselor, but besides that, you also have weekly scheduled sessions that you can choose the date and time that works for you, and you can choose either messaging, video chat, or a phone call, whatever you're comfortable with. I personally love video chat because I like to see the person and like connect with them in that sense. BetterHelp is actually more affordable than traditional therapy plans, and they also offer financial aid, so I would really recommend signing up for that if you want to use the service. I also have a little code for you guys. You guys can get 10% off your first month of therapy by using my link, which will be here, betterhelp.com/EmilyLee. That will get you 10% off, and I do receive a little bit of commission for that link, so it is an affiliate link. So if you use that link, it not only helps you get a discount, but it also helps me and supports my channel. BetterHelp is available worldwide, and they are actually recruiting more counselors in all 50 states because so many people have been using the service successfully, which I think is amazing. I love expanding mental health resources because it's something very near and dear to my heart. And yeah, I just really love the concept of online therapy because I know like going to a therapist, sitting in the room, sitting in the waiting room, it can cause my anxiety to spike, which like I'm going there to treat my anxiety and the whole aura of the place is like making it worse, so it like doesn't help me at all. So like if you're in the comfort of your own home, in your room, in your bed, even on a laptop, I just feel like being in a comfortable space while doing your therapy sessions helps so much because you feel very in your element and you feel very like content in your space and a lot more calm, at least for me. And I just think therapy in general is an amazing resource for anybody if you can take that step. I believe that every single person in this world could benefit from therapy. Therapy is just like an outer resource that can help you. You know, these people are professionals. They're licensed therapists, licensed counselors, and they're there to help you. And I just don't want therapy to be this taboo thing anymore. I think it's such an amazing resource, and BetterHelp makes it extremely accessible and easy to do. And I'm always about, you know, taking care of your mental health. I think mental health is like the most important thing ever to me. Like if my mental health is shaky, I'm all a mess. But yeah, I just wanted to share my experience with therapy and BetterHelp. And once again, you can get 10% off using my link, betterhelp.com/EmilyLee. And thank you so much to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video and helping me share the message that therapy is okay and you don't have to be ashamed to ask for help. I think that is a really important thing to know. Like, we are all worthy of healing and we can all heal. Sometimes we just need a little bit extra help, you know? But yeah, that's my whole spiel. Let's get back into the questions. I know you guys are dying to know some answers. Okay, the big one. Are you and still together? So I have avoided talking about this because this is my life, you know? Like, I feel like some things are okay to keep private. We have not been together for over a month at this point. He moved out, I'm living alone now, and I'm not gonna go into why this happened, obviously, because this is my personal life, this is his personal life. Just know that it was a mutual decision and he's good, I'm good, we're doing our own thing. This is just what we decided to do to like help ourselves. At the point that we were in, we kind of realized that we need to work on ourselves and we need to do what's best for our personal selves rather than what's best for us as a couple. More so, we had to be a little bit selfish and just think about personally, like, what can I do to be the best version of myself? And we just mutually decided that, you know, we were ready for the next journey of our lives. It was a whole 4 years, which is crazy to think about, but we got together at age 17. We're 22 years old now. A lot changes in those years. It's okay. I feel fine about it. Nothing crazy happened. There's no tea to be spilled. We just wanted to do what was best for us. So I hope you guys can respect that, and I hope that now people will stop DMing me or commenting every single day if we broke up, because imagine going through a breakup and getting asked that question on the internet multiple times a day. It's like a little bit intrusive, but it's fine. I know you guys are curious, and yeah, it's okay. I just hope that now we can stop with those questions. Do me a solid. Thank you. Why did you change the spelling of Noki's name? This is actually funny because I have always wanted to spell Noki's name N-O-K-I, but obviously I got Noki with somebody, so we had to compromise on things. So we decided on the spelling Noki, like the pasta, gnocchi. Everybody always thought we pronounced our cat's name wrong because we spelled it that way. So I just decided to change the name because now Noki is just mine. Noki is my baby, and to me, N-O-K-I just feels right, so I changed it. I don't know if that makes me a bad cat mom, but I was like, whatever, it's still saying it the same way, it's just spelling it differently. I know people are gonna think it's like weird or whatever, but I like Noki better and I've always liked that spelling better, so I just decided to change it, okay? Don't at me, don't kill me. What have you been up to? What are your life goals right now and how have they changed recently? I have been doing a lot. I've had kind of like this whole month to figure out what the fuck do I even like? What do I even like to do? What are my hobbies? Who am I? Like, how do I like to dress? How do I like to look? I have been on such a discovery and it's been really, really good. On my Instagram, you might have seen, but I took 2 trips for the past 2 weekends to go to Pennsylvania. We just drove there. I went once with like a couple friends and then I went with family. It was so beautiful and nice to just be in nature and just connect with nature and leave my house because, you know, I lived here with somebody and then they moved out, so it just was a little bit weird to suddenly be alone here. So it was nice to just get away and have a space to just think and be in the open air and to have fun and connect with people and cherish good relationships and expand on relationships and just talk with people and just connect with people. It was really amazing. What have I been up to lately? I have been seeing my family a lot more. Like, I feel like family for me was always a sensitive thing because of just how my family is, but I've recently just 100% started cherishing every single family relationship that I've had and just connecting deeply with everybody and just knowing that like they're there for me, especially if I'm going through a hard time. Like, everybody proved to me that they were there for me, you know, they brought me food, or my friends like made sure I was okay, and like I've been FaceTiming with people all the time and like everybody always answers my calls to make sure that I'm good. I'm just like kind of at a space where it's like I need to cherish all of these relationships that I have, and I need to expand on them, and I just need to be happy, you know? Like, I just need to figure out what can I do to make myself the happiest that I can. I've also been going out a lot in nature, which is like so amazing, and I've just been going a lot to like different forests and like just going through the forest on adventures and sitting in hammocks and looking at the stars and connecting with people and just having a really good, wholesome time. And I just feel happy, you know? I still am figuring out a lot of stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff I need to process and to work through, but I feel good. I feel happy with what I've been doing recently. Do you feel like you're in a less restrained state? I love that your more glittery style is back. Yeah, kind of. It's like, you know, I do want to save the world. I do want to do my best and do what I can to save our beautiful earth. And I still am doing my best. I just want to also be true to me. I buy only secondhand clothing now. I made that decision in the past couple of months, like before any of this happened. I have only been thrifting things, but it's like, you know, I would love to like wear a pink juicy track jacket, but then I would feel childish or I would feel judged, so I wouldn't wear it. But I realized, like, as long as I'm just buying the things secondhand, it doesn't matter what it looks like. Like, I'm still doing my part and I'm still doing my best. But just because of that doesn't mean you have to like look a certain way in order to save the world. You can look however you want as long as what you're doing is making the difference. I feel like actions are more important than appearance. So like, even if I do my hair every single day or I do makeup, whatever, as long as the products that I'm using are like zero waste or vegan or cruelty free or things like that, like I'm okay with that. For a while I thought like I couldn't do these types of things or I couldn't look a certain way because then people would judge me and people think that I didn't care about the world or whatever. But it's like, I know that I do, and I don't really care about other people at this point. So if you look at me and your first thought is that I'm like a dumb bitch, like whatever, that's you. That is your assumption. I know that I am who I am, so it's whatever. I'm not like constraining myself anymore to like fit in this box. I think also me being single has allowed me to really express who I am and how I want to dress without thinking of other people's opinions, or I don't know, I just feel more like free. Like I just can do whatever the fuck I want now, and it feels really good. And I guess that has been showing in like my fashion or my makeup or hair. I don't know, it's just an inner journey that has reflected outwardly, and I'm fine with that. I still care about the planet though. A lot of people asked similar questions to this. Are you excited / comfortable to explore your sexuality now that you're single? Now that you're single? I don't talk about my sexuality that much because I just feel like this is me. I don't need to like talk about it all the time. I like anybody. I don't really like a label on it, but I guess if you're thinking specifically, then I guess I would label myself like pansexual, but I don't really like to put a label. I just like who I like and I have no constraints on it. If I like your personality, I like your personality. If I like your heart, I like your heart. That's what matters to me. It's not like I'm here sitting around thinking like, oh, now I get to explore, now I can take advantage of this and do whatever I want. I still like a genuine connection, so if I just so happen to have a genuine connection with somebody that I've never experienced before, then I would love to explore stuff. But it's not like I'm sitting here thinking like, all right, now I can do whatever I want, I can explore, I can do this. It's more so just like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not mad about it at all. I know who I am and I don't need to like prove it to myself, if that makes sense. So I'm just vibing. That has been my thing lately. Just vibing, just talking to people, or just being me and being cute while doing it. You know? Okay, another popular question. How did you cope with having to live alone all of a sudden? I love you. Oh, love you too. A lot of people ask me about this, like, how is living alone? Are you lonely? How do you feel living alone? Stuff like that. Personally, I love living alone. This is like my oasis. I actually used to live alone in an apartment like when I was 19, 20-ish, and I loved that time as well. It was a great time of self-discovery and healing for me. And now I feel like I just need to be alone. I feel like being alone is great. I can do whatever I want. I can play music as loud as I want. I can play piano whenever I want. I can watch whatever I want. I could eat whatever I want. Like, I can just do whatever the fuck I want without having to like think of another person. I have my cat, which like me and him have have bonded immensely during this time. Like, we sleep together every day and we cuddle. It's like actually so cute. I feel amazing living alone. I can decorate however I want. I can do whatever I want. It's just nice. Like, I just love it. It does get lonely, but it's like if I'm lonely, I just like invite somebody over, like my cousin or something. I've been hanging out with my cousin so much lately because like we just live close, and it's like, why have we not been hanging out for this long, you know? But yeah, as I said, like cherishing relationships is so important to me right now. If I'm ever lonely, I just FaceTime somebody. FaceTime my mom, FaceTime my friends, talk to somebody on the phone, text somebody, like do whatever. I love just like being alone. To be honest, it feels really nice to just do it. I'm not scared. I think if I didn't live alone in the past, maybe I would be a little bit scared to live alone, but I'm like, whatever, I don't care. I've been living alone since I was like 19 years old, and I already had all of like the stress about that, so now it just feels normal. Feels great. Highly recommend. Would you ever move out of New York? This has been a thing that I've been contemplating all of this month, to be honest, especially because I kept going to Pennsylvania and having such an amazing time there. I think right now New York is still where I want to be, but also it's like, I don't know what my future holds. I have no idea what my future holds at this point. I'm just trying to figure out right now and figure out myself and my job and like what the fuck I want to do. So right now New York is where I'm staying. This is my home base. I don't plan on leaving this apartment anytime soon because it's nice. I like it. I like the area. I like everything about it. In the future, I could definitely see myself moving out of New York. It's just like I wouldn't do it alone. Say way in the future I'm in another relationship and they also want to move out of New York, I'm down for that. But it's like I wouldn't just go live in the forest alone because that's a little scary. But I would love to live in a cabin in the forest. Like that would be my dream, to be honest. So who knows? But I wouldn't do it alone because I'm kind of a scared bitch sometimes. Does YouTube still bring you joy? All right, I do want to talk about this because I know in the past I was like a little, I don't know about it. In the past year or two, I've just been really depressed in general. And I think that when you have a job like this where you're filming videos and you're showing your life and your emotions and you're being so vulnerable, it's really, really hard to want to do that if you feel depressed or you feel sad all the time. So now that I'm in a much better mental state, I fucking love YouTube again. Like, my spark has come back full force, and so many people have commented on my recent videos that like there's this new energy around, there's this new aura, that it feels so happy and positive, and I do feel that way in my entire life. It kind of sucks that when I was going through a lot, my channel suffered because it's really hard to make videos when you're feeling like shit, to be honest. Like, you don't want to post a video where you're in a bad mood. It just doesn't, like, it's not a good video then. So I just would rather not post videos, or you could tell that I was in a bad mood in some of my videos, and it's just like it was a lot. Like, I was going through a lot for a long time, and now I just feel like my spark has been fully awakened and I just feel happy. So I would love to just do YouTube full time again and just like rock that shit. Like, I'm trying to. I really want to post 3 times a week. Don't quote me on it because I'm still going through a lot and figuring out a lot of stuff, obviously. But I can only see good in the future for YouTube. I am manifesting goodness and manifesting growth and happiness and love. So yeah, I feel good about YouTube again, and it's because I feel good about life. Okay, I'm gonna answer one more question because I feel like I just talked about a lot of deep stuff and I'm kind of in my feels right now, to be honest. But my friend Shyla actually asked the question, so I want to answer it because I feel like it's a good question. How has it been like adjusting to major change? I love this question because yes, I have been going through major change, and it has been such an amazing free experience for me. I would never want to talk about something like I had a negative experience, or I would never want to talk bad about a person or bad about something that I did in the past. But I do feel like this is good for me. Like, I feel like I'm in exactly where I need to be right now, and I can only feel good coming. I'm manifesting so much good, and everything that I've been manifesting has been coming true, and it's just like, wow, I had all this power in me for so long, but I wasn't using it. It's nice to just like be alone and just figure out what I need to do and what I want to do. For a long time, I just had no idea of what I wanted to do, because if you're in a relationship for so long, you kind of get to this point where you're not thinking about like, what do I want to do in the future? You're kind of thinking about what do we want to do in the future, and you're always considering the other person, or you're thinking about like how to make things work together or how to make plans that work together. And I'm finally just in a place where it's like, what do I want? Like, genuinely, what do I want? And it's refreshing to figure it out, you know? It definitely took me some time to adjust to living alone and just being alone and this new freedom that I've had. In the beginning, I quickly was just like, this is great, this is amazing, this is, oh my god. Like, I was just like doing stuff and I could go anywhere I wanted and I could leave the house whenever. Not saying that I was in like this possessive thing, but it's just like when you're with a person, you always want to consider them, I guess, like, or at least I was like that in this relationship. I just always tried to consider what the other person wanted, and if the other person didn't want to go out, then like I would feel bad to go out sometimes. I don't know, maybe that sounds bad, but I've been going out all the time. I've just been doing things, going to parks, going to the forest, going to do stuff, and just like living my life, and it feels really good. There are times where it's like, damn, like you think back at something and you're just like, wow, like can't believe that was happening for so long. And you know, I still have so much to heal from, and I have a lot to work through, but I'm excited to work through all of it and get stronger and know that I'm capable of anything, and that I'm so strong and that I can get through anything, because I've proved it to myself so many times that, you know, whenever I go through something, I always come out stronger and I always get through it and I always learn something. So I'm trying to just look at it like that and just try to heal and be free. And it feels good. I'm in a really good place right now. It's been a long time since I felt good, and my brain is kind of like, why do you feel so good? Like, let me mess it up type shit. So like if I'm doing something and I feel happy, I kind of think like, why am I happy? What if this happens? What if this happens? What if this person does this? What if this person says this? What if this person is annoyed by you? Like, you know, your brain works against you, and your brain can be your worst enemy. Your thoughts can be evil as fuck, and I'm trying to just overcome that. I'm kind of at this place right now where I'm a little unsure about all the decisions that I'm making, but I'm just trying to work through it and take my time making decisions and figuring out what I want to do. So yeah, this has been definitely an adjustment period of so many emotions. I'm just going with the flow. Like I said, I'm just vibing out. I'm just vibing. I'm just seeing what I need to do. And it feels really good, to be honest. Like, I just feel free as fuck, and I feel empowered, and I feel like a bad bitch again. For so long I wasn't feeling like Emily the bad bitch. I was feeling like Emily this blah bitch, you know? But now I feel like Emily bad bitch edition, you know? Like, this is like Emily like 4.0 right now. Like, this is only a version 4 of me. I wonder what other version is gonna come next. I feel with every growth period I have, I just expand so much, and I just become even more multifaceted and more interesting of a person, and I feel happier and more confident. And this is the most confident I've felt in years. Like, my anxiety was to a point where I just was so insecure about literally everything, even walking outside. Like, I couldn't even just go to Dunkin' Donuts and buy something. Like, I was that anxious about stuff. And today I went to Dunkin' Donuts, I got a frozen matcha latte, and I got hash browns, and I was happy doing it. So my confidence level has been up here, maybe a little too high. I just feel good and I feel happy. I feel really vulnerable right now, so I need to go. Once again, thank you so much to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. You guys can get 10% off if you use my link, betterhelp.com/EmilyLee. And yeah, I love you guys so much. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take a nap or something because I deserve it. And I love you guys so much. Please give me video requests because I'm open to anything. And I love you all. I'll see you in the next video, but for now I'm gonna go. Bye. Peace the fuck out.